it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Orlando. Got it in the middle, it's Norton. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now the play fake. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
That's caught. It's Clark. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's St. Clair. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Sets up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Taking it the other way.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Orlando. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. A run for the quarterback. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Takes a handoff. It's Watson. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Floats it out in space. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
We'll take over 1st and 7.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got an open man. At the 40, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Orlando. Throws to the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Clemson.
Noise. The give. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Looking for a man. It's Orlando. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, you came into this one thinking it might be a defensive struggle, and how about this unit? How aggressive have they been early in the game? They're just getting after their opponent, and they come away scoring the first points of the game here in the second quarter with the safety.
Down at the 37, and the Notre Dame offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson in big-time success.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. Back to pass, it's Orlando. There's the pressure. He unleashes a long one. Man, they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down after that incompletion. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Got a man. It's Clark. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Rides it and reads it. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. 29 Philly. Direct snap. Right back to the well. Across the 45. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got fourth down.
Punt is in the air. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, it smothers. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Orlando. Buying some time. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking the shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line.
We'll take over. 1st and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On the move, it's Watson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains.
Here we go.
On the direct snap, it's Watson. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back has it. Gives it on the option. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. The short hands, it Smothers. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
There he goes. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Scanning the field, it's Orlando. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down.
14. And your Clemson Tigers will take over. First and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Might be calling a hot route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Notre Dame 10, Clemson 0.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. To the air. It's Orlando. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Irish. Once he got some room, it was over. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're facing a third down. Snap it to the back. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Defense wants to bring the heat. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to throw, it's Orlando. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to North Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Yankee blue. Easy.
Looking for space. It's Watson. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Here come the Irish back on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Notre Dame with a second down play to start the fourth. They'll run it to the right.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Dropping back, it's Orlando. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Trying to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Trying to punch it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer, you got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's Orlando. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snap to the back. Creates a little space. Got the first down and more. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Third down coming.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching